What is up, everybody? Today is Wednesday. Today we're going to talk about a problem we had with our hot water heater and how we fixed it. Stay tuned for an important message on what not to do.
Relevant, relatable, and reliable information from full-time RVers.
So this didn't happen just all of a sudden. It was kind of slow. It worked sometimes, it wouldn't work another time. And then it just all of a sudden just stopped working.
We went to a Camping World.
Yeah.
We got a board. What was it? It was a discontinued.
It was normally $200, but ours is an older water heater, so this one was discontinued. So they sold it to us at $95, which we thought was a fantastic deal. Then when you get online, you look like on Amazon, it's like the same price.
Yeah.
We installed that. It didn't fit. So I was like, oh no, Camping World sold us the wrong motherboard. All right, well, looking at this, they sent me the wrong board. So, what can you do? I unplugged everything, I cleaned all the electrodes, and then I started getting my test light and started testing each wire individually to see if it was communicating. Okay, turn it off, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on. Okay, it's talking. I realized it was communicating. When Kerry was turning that on and off, the light in my tester was going on and off. So I knew it was communicating. Then what I decided to do was, all right, let me look at this and see if there's an issue here that I can find. I realized I saw that little jumper cable that somebody had fashioned. Well, let me see here. And I said, you know what, this is probably the problem. Check that jumper cable. It was getting power, but on the other end of it, it wasn't getting power. So then I realized, okay, this jumper cable is where the issue is. Removed it, plugged in, voila. I know. Turn it off. Golly, how to hurt yourself. Oh my goodness. So this is a problem, this wire here. This was an extender put on by somebody else because this wire is barely long enough to reach. You know, they say, keep it simple. I go and buy a whole damn new board. And if I would have just come out here and poked around with my little light there, I probably would have figured out and seen this.
All right, so this is our opportunity to get you caught up on what we've been up to this last week. We left you last in Indiana. We were at Shipshewana, Indiana.
Yeah, we had a great time at the Creator Summit.
Then we trekked on up to upstate New York, Plattsburgh, New York to be exact.
Yeah, it was cold and windy.
Well, there was a windstorm last night. Our booth was destroyed along with a lot of other booths. So here we go, cleanup time.
I had to do some work at a metal detecting rally. I got to get out and do a little bit of hunting myself, but there were a lot of cool things found at this metal detecting rally. Some War of 1812 stuff, some colonial stuff, some Revolutionary War stuff. A real blast there. Man, that's beautiful, DK.
Thanks, man.
Again, what were you using?
I was using a T2 Classic. Boy, tearing it up. That machine is absolutely killer.
Awesome, man. Congrats.
Thanks, man.
One thing I really loved out of all of that was Russ called me at one point during the day to tell me somebody recognized him, not from his metal detecting background.
Yeah,
but from the RV channel.
From the roads we roam. I know, it blew me away.
All right, so Russ was off playing with...
Playing, that was work. I brought a paycheck home, didn't I?
Yes.
Okay, that's work.
Okay, so while Russ was working...
Yes, very hard.
Working... I had to do the Sunday live stream, and I was terrified because I was going to have to do it by myself.
Here we are at Pound the Ground. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be in that live chat today because I'm here at this event.
But Dave and Lynn Castleman came to the rescue. They drove out of their way and came and joined me for the live stream. Had a blast. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in.
Yeah, guys, thank you. Made me feel a lot better knowing that Kerry wasn't all here by herself. I know you could do it, but it's really difficult to keep conversation going for an hour. Not so much in our groups because we've got so many great people with so many great topics, but still, you didn't have to do it by yourself, so that was cool.
And you got off of work early.
I did.
So you got to come and meet them as well.
I did, yeah.
Now, one of the things that came up during the conversation with Dave and Lynn while they were here, they own a Tab 320, one of the ones with that back camper kit.
Yeah, the clamshell type.
Exactly. I couldn't think of that word. And they had talked about Harvest Host. They did not think that they could be a member of Harvest Host because they had that clamshell kitchen.
Yeah.
Not true. To be a Harvest Host member and to camp at some of these sites, you have to have a self-contained unit, which means your bed and your bathroom. So after our live stream, our friends Patty and Patrick from Travels with Delaney had their live stream, so a bunch of us jumped from ours right on over to theirs. And I noticed something during this video, that Patrick stole my glasses.
Oh, really?
Yes, if you look at the video, his glasses are incredibly similar to mine.
Well, we'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I gotta call him out on that one. Now, during the last 2 live streams that we've had, I've noticed a lot of back and forth chatter about e-bikes.
Yeah, they've been big in our chats here. I know we want to get one.
Yes, so I was doing a little bit of research, and I found out that at the end of August, National Park Service actually put out a new policy regarding e-bikes.
What is that?
So I'm going to put a link with the actual thing below because I want you to get all of the information, but the gist of it is that they will be able to, you are allowed to access pathways that typical bikes are normally able to. However, you can't have the ones and just ride it like a little motorcycle.
Okay.
It's for the pedal assist.
Okay. We'd like to thank our super chatters from the last 2 weeks. Our top super chatter over the last 2 weeks was Bubba Bug.
Thank you, Bubba Bug, and thank you everyone else. It really does help us support this channel and continue to bring you content.
Now, as promised, I'm going to tell you how to avoid what happened to me. So, if you watch the video, I tell Kerry to turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, and then I go about my business. I missed one turn it off. So before you get on this, just make sure your igniter inside the rig is turned off. Turn it off. Turn it on. Okay, it's talking. So it's the board. I know. Turn it off. To see more content like this, check our playlist out here.